why does the Sunshine State consistently produce such strange news?
If I catch y'all ass in traffic, I'm whipping my Jimmy out. Y'all gonna say
it is just one of the many wacky news stories out of Florida.
On The Breakfast Club.
Oh, man.
Yes, donkey today for Tuesday, March 18th goes to Kristen Ann Middlestat. Kristen is 35 years old, and she hails from the great state of Florida, ladies and gentlemen. What does your Uncle Charla always say about the great state of Florida? The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida, and today is no exception. I was always taught that insanity is doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. And when it comes to drug use and how drug use is criminalized, that line applies. I'll explain in a minute. See, Kristen was recently arrested after committing 2 of the exact same crimes she was previously accused of and out on bond for. I repeat, Kristen was recently arrested for committing 2 of the exact same crimes she was previously accused of and out on bond for. Kristen was already out on bond for fleeing to elude and knowingly driving while her license was suspended, revoked. And she just got arrested again for fleeing to elude and knowingly driving while her license was suspended or revoked. Now, let me talk to y'all about drug use and the criminalization of drug use. Okay, drug use is an addiction. It's a disease. And the reason folks don't get cured is because the sickness, the disease, is criminalized. Kristen is a meth addict. Okay, full stop. She doesn't need to go to jail for being on meth. She needs to go to rehab, okay? If you keep sending Kristen to jail because she has a drug problem, how will she ever get clean? I would rather taxpayer dollars go to getting people help as opposed to getting them locked up. So when I say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results in regards to drug use, I can't help it. I'm sick. I'm addicted. I can't help myself. But yet I keep making the same mistakes over and over. I need to stop this insanity and get some help. But it's up to us who know better, who aren't sick, who don't have this disease called drug addiction, to help, okay? It's up to us to help those who aren't in a position to help themselves. See, if we keep sending people like Kristen to jail for drug use, then we are the insane ones because we're not even trying to fix the problem. Now, that has nothing to do with why she's getting donkey today. See, getting arrested repeatedly for drug use, I understand. You're addicted, I get it. But you knew your license was suspended or revoked, okay? You knew you were out on bond for having a suspended license. You know you're not supposed to flee from cops because you have already been arrested for fleeing from cops. You out on bond for fleeing from cops, and you decided to do it again anyway. Kristen spoke, and she said she fled from law enforcement because she did not want to go back to jail for her revoked driver's license. Hey, Kristen, I am not the highest grade of weed in the dispensary, nor am I the purest meth on the market. But here's an idea. If you don't want to go to jail for driving with a revoked driver's license, how about simply don't drive? Not a tough concept, right? Kristen also admitted that she had smoked meth earlier that day. That's a tough habit to break. But driving when you know your license is revoked, that's a choice, okay? Smoking meth is a choice too, but it's a choice that's out of your control because you are addicted. But driving with a revoked license after being out on bond for driving with a revoked license, that's a choice. You ain't even got to do that, okay? I've seen plenty of drug addicts riding in the passenger side of their best friend's ride. Okay, Kristen, your driver's license has been revoked since 2009. Okay, like you're not even trying at this point. Okay, you've been riding dirty for so long that you forgot what clean looked like. Hey, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's the meth. I don't know. But what I do know is that we need Kathy Griffin to give Kristen Ann Middlestat the biggest hee-haw.
Please give this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
You can't be out on bond for a crime and then commit the same crime that you out on bond for. No.
Crazy. All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.